I was born in Georgia to a blue-collar family. My father worked for General Motors and my mother was a school secretary. I was the first person in my family to go to college. I worked my way through college and law school at the University of Georgia. One of the most influential persons in my life died before I was born. My uncle, Claude Youngblood, my father's oldest brother. A medic and a paratrooper in the 82nd Airborne, Claude died in France as part of the Normandy invasion. The paratroopers knew that chances for survival were slim, 80% projected mortality rate. Yet, they did their duty to their country and their band of brothers. Claude beat the odds. He not only survived the jump, he lived for 10 days. He died from incoming artillery when he refused to abandon the wounded to seek safety. Whenever life seems hard, I think about Claude and others like him, and my difficulties are quickly put into perspective. When anyone states or implies that our country or freedom is too far gone or not worth saving, it's a slap in the face to the Claudes of this world who were willing to die so we could live free. I decided to become a lawyer when I read To Kill a Mockingbird. Our family didn't know any lawyers, but my mother said, "So, you would get paid to argue? I think that's the job for you." At age 20, I graduated from the University of Georgia with a degree in English. At age 23, I graduated from the University of Georgia School of Law. Then, on 7/7 of 77, I came to Texas, and I've been a proud Texan ever since. In 1978, I read about the Libertarian Party, and I realized that's what I am. I met Kathie Glass, an Aggie and Odessa native, at a Texas Libertarian Party conference in 1981. We had our first date at a national convention in Denver. We married and raised our 2 children, now grown, in Houston. We have a small ranch in Central Texas. All my life, I have loved to read and think about history, economics, philosophy, politics. I knew that our country was headed down a bad path, and there would be a day of reckoning. I thought that day would be after I was dead and gone. But in 2009, I looked around me at what was happening, the bailouts, Obamacare, and realized that the way things were going, I was going to outlive my country, and that hit me in the gut. I had to do something. We all had to do something, but what? I ran for governor of Texas in 2010 and 2014, and because the problems still exist and are getting worse, I'm running again in 2018. I am dedicated to Texas, America, liberty, and the Constitution, all of which are under attack. Texas is the only entity powerful enough to enforce the Constitution and resist federal tyranny, but only with the right leaders. I want to be the 49th governor of Texas and the first libertarian governor to lead the fight for our liberty and Texas sovereignty.